A typical STEMfit lesson will be PE activity. So the children think they're going out to do PE, which they are. Might do a throwing activity where we get them to throw tennis balls. We have a radar gun to measure the speed. We have an inclinometer to measure the angle at which they throw. And we have a distance measurer, an electronic one, so very quickly work out how far they've thrown the ball. And then we do things like compare the electronic measurer to an old-fashioned trundle wheel, so we make sure it's accurate. So they're thinking skills that we're embedding all these thinking into the PE lesson. And we're also getting them to measure. Now, if we said in a boring old maths lesson, measure your pencil case, they wouldn't be interested. But when they're measuring someone else's throw, they're all, can I have a turn? Let me measure it. No, they want to do it. They want to measure, and they want to measure accurately because it's about them. So suddenly, accuracy is important to them. And then there's the, why do you think this person can throw further than you? That higher level thinking that we struggle to teach the kids. They are doing that automatically because they're interested in it. And we've got quite a lot of data now, and every time we go out and do some activity, we get more data. So when you've got a big bank of data, you can then target that use of that data to teach a particular concept in the classroom, knowing that it's interesting to the kids because it's about them and it's data more than likely they've collected. Like yesterday we had a discussion, how does radar work? Because they were using the radar gun and some of the runners were too slow and the radar gun doesn't work. And that was a huge part of the lesson, was how come it doesn't work when you're really slow? And so we had to teach them about radar, and they were engaged in that discussion. Whereas I'd given a chalk and talk about radar, I don't think they would have bought in. So it's that drawing in all the elements of the curriculum and an opportunity to learn across the curriculum. It happens a lot with STEM. A real battle to get Aboriginal children to write, and they are reluctant to speak, but we've found that with STEMfit, because it's about them, they're emotionally involved, they have a stake in that, they talk a lot more. So we're getting lots of conversations, which we haven't had before. We're getting lots of predictions and that sort of thing. So they're speaking and listening, and then they will write because they are motivated to get their answers down. So we're seeing an improvement in writing as well, which is a major breakthrough. Right? NAPLAN writing for Aboriginal children, very low. So this is having an impact on their writing. It's having an impact on their maths because they're using numbers, they're crunching numbers. They're having an impact on the technology curriculum because they're using very technical equipment. And they're covering science concepts such as hypothesising, observing, recording, concluding, those major science concepts that we traditionally study microbes or something. This is real stuff about them.